Welcome everybody to Miniature Reenactments. We're doing a computer version. We're going through Napoleon's battles, and we're going to start here with Lodi. We have Cliff, who has a doctorate in Napoleon's battles, and he focused on the Italian campaign. So we're going to do this. We're going to look at the introduction video, and then we'll get into it.
Turin lay in my sights. The Piedmontese let my army pass. The Austrians under Beaulieu fell back on Milan. I pressed hard and caught them at Lodi. Sebotendorf can read the battlefield. He can see that I must send men over the only bridge across the River Po and take on his men on the east bank. But can he see what is coming next? Turin lay in my sights.
All right, so we're going to start the battle. It ended ended the explanation there. So you can see the map here. So how about Cliff go? The blue here is the French, and the red is your is the enemy.
It's the Austrians.
The Austrians.
Under Johann de Beaulieu.
Okay. So we'll see the setup here in a second, but for now, you know, this is the map. You can kind of get a sense. I guess this is a main bridge, and then this is like a couple smaller ones.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get a real sense, and basically, yeah, Napoleon apparently has to get across that bridge to continue his campaign. 1796. Government is not reason, it is not eloquent, it is force. Like fire, it is a dangerous servant and a fearful master. Oh, I guess it was George Washington, but I don't know why that's in George Washington quote is in a Napoleon thing. I think they need to start.
Brothers from another mother.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they need to start quoting you, Troy. Okay, so all right, so here we go. Here's our Napoleon's forces here. We have. Oh, I'm having difficulty moving. Oh, it's not allowing me to move the mouse around. But so we'll look at our own forces here. 6-pounder horse artillery in the back. We have. How do we revolutionary infantry? I was going to say, how do we pronounce that French word? You know, revolutionary.
Yeah.
Fusiliers of the line, grenadiers,
Lombard.
Crispin.
Cisalpine Legion.
Oh, and chasseurs.
Chasseur.
Napoleon is there. Dragoons, chasseurs, dragoons.
Dragon.
Yeah. Is there anything we should know about any of these forces?
Okay. The Lombardy Legion, these are Italians that have been brought into the French army. This is one of the, part of the revolution was they were creating republics everywhere they went. And the Cisalpine Republic is basically a puppet government run by the French, and set up and saying that you're Italians and you're now free to do what you want as long as you do what we tell you.
That's freedom.
As long as freedom out of the barrel of gun. So now the units you're looking at is they point out is chasseurs that come in two groups. The chasseurs à pied, foot, so they're light troops, but they're on foot, and you have chasseurs à cheval, horse light. They're light troops, but they're horsemen. And this is probably the heaviest. The heavier unit are the dragoons, and these are basically dragoons are mounted infantry. They're able to fight on foot and on horseback. And the cavalry, Napoleon in this period is the weakest part of his army. His strongest part is his grenadiers and his artillery. Napoleon trained as an artillery officer, and so he's the artillery play a very important part in the Battle of Lodi.
Now I find it interesting. It's all horse artillery here.
Well, they're fast. You can run them up right up to the front of battle. And if the enemy starts trying to attack you, usually infantry, you can limber them up, get them out of the way quickly. Most artillery, what makes Napoleon's army move so fast is everything. Is his horses, his horse artillery is there, and the major artillery parks that he has later with just major. They are not horse artillery. These are usually kept up with the smaller units, the horse artillery, with his corps.
Okay. And so this is one of his corps, so they're the ones that kept up.
Well, this is the beginning of the corps d'armée concept. It's the very beginning. It doesn't come to full fruition until it becomes the emperor.
So, all right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest. I think I have to start the battle in order to see it.
May
here we go.
10th,
Let's give it an introduction.
1796.
Oh,
After
okay.
2 days of forced marching, my
Napoleon's
army
talking to
has
her,
caught
not
the retreating Austrian army at Lodi. This is the time to strike. The Austrian rear guard is separated from the main army and vulnerable until it can reach the safety of the town. General Beaulieu is forced to stay on the battlefield to oversee the Austrian retreat. We must capture or kill the Austrian general and much of his force to end Austrian interests in northwest Italy. If Beaulieu is removed, the French can pen the Austrians in Lombardy into the fortress at Mantua. I must prevent Beaulieu from escaping the battlefield.
All right, so I'm going to pause right here. I have the headphones on so I could hear Napoleon while the others could not, but it was essentially saying Napoleon was essentially saying that he has to capture the enemy general before he escapes. How's that in terms of historical information?
Well, that's not really necessary to capture the enemy general. What in reality he needs to get across that bridge so he can open, so his army can get into the breadbasket of Italy, Milan, north. And if he can get there, he can feed his army, resupply, re-equip, and part of the game is to capture the general. He never really in the war. He never really caught Beaulieu.
Oh, okay, so maybe they're just setting it up as something you want to do as a player, but and this looks like this is the main bridge.
Yes.
That's where he wants to cross over, but he has also got a ford over here. Oh, I guess just a couple of fords, which are not as good, of course, as a bridge, but
well, the thing is, you're gonna want a ford, and that's where you're gonna want to use the dragoons, because they can come across here, and if they're light enough forces here, they can come, either charge them with saber or dismount and fight them with muskets.
All right. Well, all right, so let's go ahead and give our guys orders and try to do this as much like the actual war as possible, or the actual battle. Where should I send my forces here that would be like Napoleon?
Well, I need to see where this... Okay.
Let's see, we got the Chasseurs, Lombardy, Grenadiers. In fact, you can see at the top the little thing there that shows that they're Grenadiers, and then that shows their infantry, and that shows that they're special kind of infantry.
Okay.
And then over here you have Napoleon with the little star, and then the filled-in one, that means it's heavy cav, and the outline one, that means it's light cav.
Okay.
And of course, this is the artillery.
Well, what your main objective here is to get to the bridge. If your main objective in actual battle is to get across the bridge, your objective now is to capture General Beaulieu. And so what you need to do is send in your light troops first.
All right, and I think that's these guys. Is that right?
Yeah.
The Lombardy. All right. Now, should we do? Because you were saying, actually, and we were saying it off camera. You were telling me about a main strategy that Napoleon had, which was to place a skirmish line in the front, and then march everybody else in column. This would be kind of like the column, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so how about let's try to do that.
You want to get your light troops, the chasseurs, and the Lombardy Legion. I'm going to get them out front.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. In fact, actually, what you were saying about putting them in skirmish, would that be the best thing? All right, let's put them in skirmish, and let's put them up here. And then the others will wait behind, and they'll move up behind. Should we wait on the cavalry, or do you want them to...
Yeah, you want to keep them... You need to scout over here to see who these guys are, especially who this group is over here.
Actually, I think we already know. Yeah, there's Landwehr.
Okay.
You can see them, and that's Grenadiers because they have a little
Okay, those are grenadiers. So
It seems like they. Oh, that was an accident here. Just a second. Let me stop them. There we go. I accidentally sent them forward. Anyway, so it looks like they just are sort of scattered because they have Landwehr, Grenadiers, Grinzers.
okay, your Grinzers, your Grenadiers are going to be the toughest. The Grinzers are your Rangers. They're the ones with the best shots.
Okay.
The Landwehr troops, these are like the National Guard.
Okay.
They're not as well trained, and
One.
you're gonna, if you have a chance to break them up, you should break them up.
Okay.
So because if they get behind the Grenadiers, they'll add weight, but they're not going to be able to take on your Grenadiers or your Chasseurs. But you need to pepper them with a little artillery.
Okay, I'm trying to think what happened historically, though. Do you know, like, to that detail, or is it pretty much just go after the bridge?
It's been 30 years since I wrote
Oh,
this.
all right. Well, let's go ahead and try to do their classic kind of fight.
Mhm.
Actually, the artillery looks like it might be on a hill,
Mhm.
so we could probably, like place it right where it is
Yeah.
and let it just start bombarding them or lombarding them. Ah!
But what you want to do is capture the bridge. You want to capture that bridge first.
All right. So that's
And if you can capture the bridge before they get across, the only way to end this really quickly is you get both sides of the bridge.
all right.
If you got both sides of the bridge, the Austrians have nowhere to go. They have to come to you, and you can take your time, take them out.
All right. Well, how about let's do that. Let's do this. Let's put these guys in, that regular formation. We're going to march up to here, and then we're going to charge. We're basically going to use these two troops as the skirmishers to shoot at them, and then we're going to use these columns to try to charge through.
Yeah.
Does that sound good? Actually, let's take a look at these French troops, by the way, while we're... Oh, it looks like they're barefoot.
Yeah, they are.
They are? Well, why don't they have shoes?
Because, like I said, this army's starving.
Wow.
Some of these guys are not even got muskets.
And look, like this guy... Well, I mean, actually, look at their pants are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, this guy looks all discouraged, like he's ready to kill
They're
himself
tired.
right now.
They're hungry, tired, discouraged. A lot of them are not particularly happy. You have several royalist regiments in there that do not like being part of the Republic.
Wow.
And so this is not a happy crew. He has to get into Milan to
Wow.
feed that army. He has to.
And-
If they can hold him out and winter comes, army will disappear.
Well, it looks like this guy here is ready to fart. All he's had for days is beans.
If that.
And this guy's over here like, are you serious with this stuff? Yes.
At one point, the army was mixing flour with sawdust to make the bread.
Really? Wow.
That's how bad things got.
It's so bad, it looks like this guy's about to sing Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, let's take a look and see how this battle goes. It's gonna
And
be
those
now.
are the grenadiers.
That's a grenadier. Yeah, that's your good troops. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's take a quick look at our bad troops then. I'm just expecting to see like kids. Okay. Well, actually, they look almost better.
Which group is this?
This is the what do you call it? The Lombardy.
Yeah, these
Well,
are Italian troops.
I guess they are closer to home.
Yeah,
And chasseurs.
chasseurs. They've got better shoes.
Yeah, he looks like it. So yeah, you want to be part of those chasseurs. And then of course here's the cavalry. They don't need shoes, but they have them. They should be giving them to the infantry, those bastards. That guy's got a fancy outfit though. Looks like he's in his pajamas.
It's a bugler.
Oh, yeah, well of course. Bugler gets to be in the pajamas. And here's our dragoons.
Yeah.
There's the dragon. Yee, dragon. Alright, well, let's go.
Nearly as scary as
Yeah, they breathe fire. Oh, here, let's take one last look. Napoleon should be in here. I bet he's got shoes. Bastard.
you want to see me breathe
That's
fire?
him there.
Pull my finger.
That's Napoleon. Oh, that's right, he's younger. Alright. I think that other guy was good. Glass has to pull his finger. Alright, well, here he is holding nothing. Oh, there we go. He's holding on something that looks like. And he does have boots. Rather than give him to his troops.
He's a general.
Does he really need them? I ask you. Alright, well, here we go. Actually, real quick, let's look at the shoes of our enemy. I've gotten really obsessed with this shoes thing.
They're all very well shod.
Oh, yes, it looks like it. Okay, well, at long last, I better go ahead and get going with this battle here. Alright, here we go.
One of the unfortunate things for the Austrians,
Uh-huh.
white uniforms.
Yeah, that's true. It makes it easier to hit, doesn't it?
very white uniform. Very unfortunate.
They need the stylist.
There's a Nazi joke in there somewhere.
Hey, somebody's leaving. Oh, okay, that's the artillery's getting set up. So now I'm bringing the columns up behind. So this is what you were saying. Is this the sort of strategy they would use? Is they would have a light line here followed by a column?
Well, this is you're sending them through trees. This is not a good place to send a column.
Oh.
You want to send a column along a road, and you want to send them along that road.
This
over
road?
there.
Oh, here. Oh, okay. I'll do that. Well, let's see. Although, well, let's see.
Get them in a line.
General
Yeah, here,
Bolu has
hold on,
taken
let's
a
pause
position
this.
on the far side of the river.
Oh,
Do
General
not
Baloo
allow
has
him
taken
to
a
escape the
position
field.
on the far side of the river. Do not allow this escape. Well, screw it. We're gonna, because, like you said, actually, Napoleon has enough of an army to fight, not enough of an army to destroy. So our goal is going to get across that bridge. This computer is really obsessed with us capturing this guy. So I'm getting all these guys on the road. And although you were saying the Austrians were the ones using the road, whereas the French were more.
Well, see, the thing is, you have these guys in column. They can't fight through the trees in column like this. You need to get them where they can use the column. The skirmishers are working through the trees very easily.
Okay.
The column, you're not going to be able to get. You're going to get bogged down real quick.
All right, so I'll send the skirmishers through the trees and the regular infantry through there. We got the cavalry over on this side, and you can see the artillery's already firing and hurting them. So let's go ahead and keep on going. I could put it on fast motion and it look like Benning Hill.
Yeah.
The Benning Hill Napoleon battles. Oh, they don't like that building.
These guys are done.
Well, let's see. Yeah, they're Landwehr and everybody else. I think they're all going to the bridge.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to go.
If they get pinned on this side of the bridge, and Napoleon has both sides of the bridge, it's over.
Okay, we're gonna try. So we're sort of a foot race. We're gonna try to get over there. Maybe I should send my guys running that. Hey! Oh, here we go. All right, run! Run on your bare feet! Run like hobbits. All right. What should we be doing? Anything with our cavalry? Maybe harass them.
Yeah, we want to get these
this
guys over here.
All right. Let's go get these guys here. Charge! Run up there and get them. Let's see if we can't slow some of these guys down. I know they're grenadiers, but at least we can get them to, line up, and then we'll send the light cav through the center, kind of like a linebacker.
Let's see.
Oh. Yep.
Who's it? Put me right there.
All
Let's see
right.
what these guys are doing.
On this other side of the bridge.
This is where the
got-
large red mark is.
Ooh, 12. Yeah, you mean this red mark? That's where we are. And this is heavy artillery, 12-pounder foot artillery, right by the bridge.
Right by the bridge.
Oh boy, we're gonna want to. You know what I would like to recommend? We get some artillery right over here and start pounding over with that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
All right, let's take these two things of artillery.
What we need to do is get one of our dragoon units to find one of the fords.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna have to fight. But you're gonna have to get.
Yeah, there's no fort over here.
It's on the other side of the enemy, so you can't send them out there by themselves.
But we got the light cav. I already have him running up here. There's the heavy cav is getting here, and light cav will run in between, just like a little football movement over there.
Okay.
And see if he can go around and get across that fort over there. And then let's see what else we got. So we got that. Oh wait. We got this heavy artillery ready to guard there, and we got, I believe that's more. Yep, that's artillery guarding that fort. So, ooh, we got some troubles here, right here in River City. Oh, and we have the commander has gotten across. So, what were we gonna say?
Well, I think there's a secondary ford longer out of range of the.
There is, way over here.
That's
so I
where
guess
you need to go.
All right, that'll be our goal. All right, going back over to our command. The infantry is trying to run. It is definitely a foot race here. Oh, these guys did not get the order to run. So this is kind of a little bit of a mess here. Let's keep on going, boys. Oh, some of them just kind of reached their destination, I guess. Here, let's...
Okay, they're moving in line. So
yeah, they're sort of a column, but they're kind of bunched up is the problem. Oh, Oh boy,
artillery.
artillery's
Now
hitting
they
them.
need to move into the city here.
Yeah, kind of go away from that.
Get away from the riverbank.
Yep. And we're gonna run them all so that they don't, get hit. And we do have the light infantry is firing at these guys. Oh boy, it looks like we're actually running right into them over there too. But oh well, all right. And Napoleon himself. Oh, let's get that artillery placed.
Yeah.
All right. And luckily, light artillery or horse artillery can be run. You can run it into place. So we'll have them run over here. I have Napoleon himself is running into place, or going into place, not running, but Napoleon does not run. Oh, our light cav is actually getting. He was supposed to be running right past, and instead
They're bunching up in the. They're getting caught in the trees. They don't want to get them caught in the trees.
Well, it's not so much they're getting caught in the trees; they're getting caught in the landwehr.
Yeah.
I hate when I get caught in the landwehr.
Yeah.
It just ruins my day.
You need to turn the light cavalry right here.
Oh, okay. Over this way?
Yeah, turn them that way. Get them out of from the landwehr.
Yeah, I'll move them directly away from it for now. All right, let's see what happens here. Just kidding. Here's some heavy cavalry. Oh dear, they're getting behind, but the heavy cavalry's coming up and getting them. All right, now the light cavalry's gonna come right on past because we need them out in the open there. The heavy cavalry is going up at these grenadiers, but I don't know if
That's
they're
not
gonna...
a good job. That's not. They need to dismount and start shooting at them. Who's this up there in the hills?
That looks like more landwehr. How about we go after more landwehr?
No. They're pointless.
All right. Oh, really? Just let them go?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We want to get the bridge. That's what we want.
Well, I was kind of trying to slow everybody down by making them turn around and have to deal with us.
But they're too far away.
These guys?
No, those guys are
Right.
too
But
far.
what I mean is maybe
These
we should charge.
guys.
What do you think? Maybe we charge them instead of dismounting? Or do you want to dismount and go after the grenadiers?
We need to go after the grenadiers. They're the best troops the Austrians have.
Alrighty. So we'll go over here and dismount. First, we have to get into position. These guys are shooting. Sorry.
Where's our heavy and our grenadiers?
Oh, they're all still marching. They're the ones over here. So it's all of these guys.
Okay.
So basically, what we're doing, because we're getting hit by the artillery here, so we're going to go running after them here.
Yeah. We need to get these. We need to push these guys out right here.
All right, that's where we're going. Should we?
No, that's just not that.
Now we have a choice right now. Should we charge into them or should we stop and fire at them?
Charge into them.
Charge into them. All right, we're going. Let's see here. Charge! And these guys as well. Yeah, sometimes you just have to go through everything. All right, running everybody into there, having everybody else get behind this area so we don't. At least we're kicking up dust so we're not seen by the artillery.
That
so
helps.
Well.
That helps.
Yeah, because we took some losses there. Look at that. Ooh, we took a few losses. All right. These guys need to get into place.
I can't help but thinking the world was probably lucky that Napoleon never qualified for an American Express card.
I've always thought that too.
Because then he could have just, got one of those black American Express cards, the American Express Black. No limit. He could have given everybody all the equipment they needed, and then we'd all be screwed.
Yeah.
That I oftentimes think of the Napoleon American Express situation. I'm going to play a little and pause and play a little and pause because of the fact that we need to get our guys into place here. Okay, so these dragoons are getting into place, and then they are going to. Oh, well, they're not. I can't.
I'm not familiar with that maneuver. What's the O maneuver?
For some reason, I can't dismount these dragoons.
Is that the maneuver preceding the shit maneuver?
It is. So you've heard it.
Yes. Normally I hear it in combination. Oh shit!
Yes, one right after the other. All right, so we have this cavalry. It's going to run right back past these guys and try to get to that fort that's back there.
Let's see.
Yes, sir.
You have this cavalry here.
Yep.
Where's the dragoons?
Dragoons are dismounting and fighting the grenadiers right in here.
Okay. Move them up, and when they get these guys pinned, take the cavalry and charge them from the...
Oh, but this is the light cav that was running around to the ford. We do have this cavalry here. How about we use them to charge their flank?
Okay.
There we go. So they're going to, because that's heavy cav, whereas that's light cav over there. We meanwhile have these guys over here are charging in. They haven't quite reached there. They're almost there. So there we go. Let's just see what happens. These other guys here. We don't want anybody to sit standing around.
Move them toward...
That's the artillery that's firing at us. So we were trying to stay away from them. Maybe get away from so the artillery doesn't see us. Yep. That's the Fusiliers.
Put your men there and start firing.
Start firing. Alright, so they're heading over that direction. This is Grenadiers. Oh, so yeah, I have here Grenadiers will come over here and protect that side. And, yeah, everybody else is occupied. Oh, in fact, where's our artillery? Aha! Aha, artillery! We want to make sure they can shoot over there. Looks like they have a clean shot, so they're going to get this, yeah, get themselves set up. And here we go. So this artillery is going to fire that artillery so we can have the bridge clear while these guys are going to pound the heck out of them. That's what she's saying. Oh, here's that bridge, that building's still burning. Oh, and here these guys have gotten themselves set up. They're going to charge in here, into the flank. And is this light cavalry over here? I'm going to pause. Yep, on the ford. So let's go ahead and run them over to this ford here. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should. Oh yeah, they're running. Alright, let's watch this charge here. It's going to be kind of like, what's happening here? Look at these guys. Oh, the Landwehr tried coming and charging our cavalry. Didn't even realize that was happening. Alright, here we go. Taking out these Grenadiers from the flank.
Form a square.
Oh. Are they?
Trying to form a square.
Nope, they're turning. In fact, what I heard, and you can correct me on this, I heard the Austrians didn't do square. That is one mistake in the game, because they do, in the game, they allow them to form square. I figured we'll maybe mount these guys again.
Yeah.
What, were the Austrians too cool?
It's one of the things is forming a square is even more difficult to maneuver.
Yeah.
The Austrians, they just weren't very good at this sort of thing. I mean, they never won.
They just weren't good at this. Every time they get into war, they'd be like, man, we suck at this.
And they did.
So I can hear the calls going out now.
Yeah.
Blitz square! Blitz square!
Well, I can just see the comments.
What direction are you going? I'm going in this direction.
It's a little bit like what I look like right now, unfortunately. Oh, okay, so we've beaten them here, so let's go ahead and move these guys up here. Because we have these guys.
Who is this group here?
Those are Grinzers, Fusiliers, and Landwehr.
Okay. Who's the
That's, oh, this one? Fusiliers. Well, now we have this road here. Do you think we should just run them up this road, or should we try to run them behind them over here?
You need to put one of your columns right there in the road.
Yeah, that's this guy. And he's firing.
And take another group around that way.
Alright. So we got these guys. They're gonna all run up this way. Oops, no.
See, the thing you want to do with Napoleonic guns is always try to make the enemy try to fight in two different directions. Always try to make an L
Yeah.
on these guys. And that way you count them as enfilading fire, and they're going to break.
I remember the Napoleon character on Sesame Street. This war was brought to you by the letter L. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Once these guys form into their skirmish line, how about we send them over to fire at these artillery guys?
Yeah, but, let's see.
So bring them over here.
Where's the
Oh, okay, so bring them up here first.
Yeah. There.
Let's see here, hold on. Sorry. My bad. And, alright, then bring them over here. Yep, alright. And So meanwhile, their artillery's firing at them too, and we have this light infantry that's going to go walking through those coals.
So what time of day is this taking place?
Yeah, good question.
This is
Historically.
this started at around 7 in the morning.
Of course it did, right around rush hour. There's some poor guy that's like cowering in his house going, dang it, boss is never going to believe this.
I've tried that excuse before. There was a Napoleonic battle happening outside my apartment in Burbank. Why don't you ever believe me?
And sometimes these battles are going, since it was summer, Sunday go down to 10 o'clock.
Man. Alright, so we've just
Bullets when the sun is shining.
these guys up. We're going to go ahead and charge them on into the Grenadiers as well. Actually, let's put them over here and then charge them in. These guys are running around the side, and these guys are pinning them down there and firing while they are trying to get across that bridge. And we have this infantry still moving up. These guys are trying to get into position. Let's keep them running. They're going to get over here and fire that artillery, and we still have this artillery firing here. But let's watch over here so we can get this all set up correctly and happening.
Okay, the Lamvers are coming down from the hill.
Yeah. So we definitely don't want them to get us in the rear here. Let's go ahead and do this and we'll use this cavalry. Oh, there we go. Oh, pause this.
This is not the Greek.
Alright,
That's good.
so we've defeated these grenadiers. What do you think? And we have 2 units of heavy cavalry. What should we do? Should we go after the Landwehr, or should we pull them back?
Take the strongest unit and move them up so they're coming downhill, so they're going to have the momentum. So you're going to leave the weakest one right there, move the strongest one up so you can hit them from the side.
Alright, there we go. Gotta move that there. He's running over there. The weaker one should
Wish you had some troops, some infantry.
You have them back here. Oh, here we go. Here, what Grenadiers do?
Yeah, Grenadiers would do just fine.
Alright. How about?
Speaking of the Greek, does anyone else think it's slightly hysterical getting a shaft?
Yeah, they kind of. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pull these Grenadiers back. This cavalry Grenadier back though, so that they
can rest up.
Yep. And so they don't get quite as much shaft as the Greeks. There we go. Alright, Landwehr's coming down. We do not want these guys. What the heck? Oh.
General Folliot is leaving the field.
Oh.
Catch him! Capture him! Kill him! He must not be allowed to
It
escape.
looks like they're breaking for lunch.
Yeah, he's escaping now, so it's just like, well, I don't really care.
Where's our cavalry that was going across?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know what? It might have pulled us away right when they were in their most dire of situations. I don't see the where they go. That's our camp.
This is still in the cities.
Yeah, because that cavalry was going to move around to here, and I see a bunch of dead horses. I think, you know what? I think while it was telling us that useless information, our cavalry got killed. That's annoying as hell. Good grief. Let's see. Boys, this cavalry.
What's that group over there?
Quote Lord of the Rings, meat's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah.
That's your retreating Grinzers. That is.
There they are.
Well, that's a light cavalry that's going around. Oh, you've been wondering about them.
Yes. Now,
yeah.
Where's your general? Here's him right there in that star. Is that...
yeah. Oh no, Star is over here. So we'll catch him here.
Get him over there and get him over there.
Actually, here.
And take it.
He's gonna go at that hill there. All right. I am just really ticked off about those dragoons though, because they were getting into position to flank charge, and suddenly they got attacked while the screen was like, "Oh no!" All right, I'm gonna move these guys back here. Can you tell I'm kind of ticked? Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna just get these guys so they can fight against them. Meanwhile, we should probably, like you were saying, move on the. Oh, hey, there's a bunch of here. We got Austrians in our front. I know what we need to do when Austrians are in our front.
Destroy them.
Yep, exactly. And have the rest of these guys charging here. I figured charging them is better than just ducking and shooting. Alright. See, I'm so used to the American Civil War, I think of shooting rather than charging.
Well, yeah, the American Civil War. You have to understand that the range on the muskets are only 7 meters.
Yeah.
At least. And so 9 times out of 10, charging is the best thing.
Yeah.
But in the Civil War, you had the effective range was 200 meters.
Yeah.
And,
Were you?
Well, I was just going to say, this is just turning into such an awesome battle that to really give it the gravitas that it deserves, I think every comment we make from now on out should be done in operatic voices.
Yes, Troy! Let's see, what are
The
you
guns at that time only had a 70 meter range.
70 millimeter. I'd like to see that battle, actually.
yeah.
There we go.
It ain't over till the short general sings.
Does that make you the short general? Alright, let's see these
Hey
lights.
now.
Hey-oh!
Are they across?
Yep, and they're gonna run at that general who's trying to
General
escape.
Bolu.
General Baloo. Hey, what is that song from the Jungle
Hey,
Book?
see, he's not the namesake of Hellboy.
Oh yeah, here we go. He's gonna try to go down this road, and we're gonna try to cut him off. Haha! Holy smoke! Here.
That's the building on fire.
Oh man, we just keep hitting that building. You know, they're not supposed to be shooting at the building. Oh well.
Well, the thing is about
The
it.
owner is, no, I'm paying off the mortgage this week. No.
Let's see here.
And meanwhile, his insurance guy is walking over going, sorry, acts of war aren't covered.
Now, what's really going on is there's a lot of people's mortgages in that building. That's the bank.
Oh, the burn, baby, burn.
Alright, here we go. So charging into there while they're shooting it from the side. They're going to be taken down here in a moment. There was a lot of screaming and yelling. Give me your shoes! Give me your shoes!
Basically, that's what happened. They took the shoes off dead bodies.
Yeah, I'd imagine. As long as they have their size. Alright, well, they just broke. Shall we charge them right into the next one? Just keep on.
No.
Nope? Alright.
We need to reform.
Alright.
Can't because they need to reform.
Yeah, these aren't skirmish right?
Yeah, they're not skirmish. As long as you can break these guys, you keep them.
That's line fair.
Yeah.
German Fusiliers.
Yeah. So
And they're still continuing to stand there and shoot, so that's just kind of exchanging fire. Oh, and these guys are still going over here to try to take on that artillery.
Who are these guys?
That is, they formed up Fusiliers.
okay, they're trying to hold the bridge.
Yep.
They're going to try to hold the bridge. That's why you need to reform the guys over here. And they got. What are these guys doing? They're shooting their own building. Their men are in the building.
No, they're in the building, and it's our guys that shoot. You see this artillery that's over here?
Okay.
Yeah, they're the ones who are supposed to be shooting at their artillery, but instead they're shooting at the building. And I'm like, no, the artillery, dumbass. But at least they're softening them up, I suppose.
Yeah, they're softening them up and they're clearing that blockhouse. There's a lot of soldiers up in those upper floors.
You know what? I just realized I left some artillery back here. I need to bring them up here in just a second.
Okay.
Way back at the beginning. These guys are still sitting here.
Then bring these guys right up the main force with that group of who just pushed off those lantern. Bring them up there and then blast that next one coming up behind them.
Alrighty, sounds good. For now, let's take a quick look at these guys way across, see if they're gonna be able to capture that. General looks like it. Yep, they're gonna cut them off. We'll go ahead and get on that road and then come and get them from over here. As soon as we have that, then I'll go back and check the other thing. I always am worried that while I'm working in one place, something's happening. Ooh, a little ambush here. Nice.
That's exactly what we want to do.
Alright, first I'm going to pause and take us back over there so we don't lose another unit.
Let's get a good look at what our people are doing.
Sorry. There we go. So he's still moving up into place to oh, but there's no artillery for them to shoot. So they're instead going to set up for firing here, you think?
Yeah, get them over there.
Okay.
And we can put them there and they can blast these guys right here.
Alright.
Make sure you got infantry to protect that artillery.
Now, to impress upon people watching this, just how brilliant Napoleon is, understand that everything we're looking at in the 3D simulation, top down, he was doing in his head.
Yeah. Exactly. Because his whole point of view is wherever he is.
From the seat of a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here. So all he sees is this.
So his ability to actually have in his head what's going on, where, and the timing of the effective timing of the operation, all inside one guy's head.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And
He's the last general that can actually look at a single battlefield and know what's going on. Because in his career, army groups formed up where they were hundreds of miles apart, and he couldn't control them. But while he was on the battlefield, he could just look over the battlefield and know what place, where to put his troops, what the other guy was likely to do with the same geography. And so it was, and one of the things is his training as an artilleryman took in studying geography, and
Yeah.
so that helped him immensely. Aside from him just being brilliant at this.
In that regard, I will draw a comparison between Napoleon and Patton.
Yeah.
yeah,
Patton was another guy that I think did an exceptional job of looking at the battlefield
Yeah.
and understanding how to position his men. And like you were saying, Patton also had a keen understanding or idea of what the other guy was going to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the major parts of battle is knowing what to do, figuring your enemy out, figuring out his likely moves, and then beating him to it, or luring him into doing what you want him to do.
and of course, he also had a good understanding of how to pause the game at the right place.
Don't know that too.
By the way, I found our lost dragoons. They've been standing here getting shot by their grenadiers. Yes, I'm as brilliant as Napoleon. All right, let's take a look at our light cavalry, though, because they're about to accomplish this whole goal thing.
Capturing
It's
general.
okay, Jeff, you're tall.
You know what I heard, and you can tell me if this is right, that he actually wasn't short. It was that the British and the French measuring systems were different. And so when you say the size, according to British size, that would be smaller, but according to French, he was actually almost normal size.
Well, everybody was normal size. You see, things we have. This is an idea that people later in life, how short he was. Admiral Nelson was the same time as Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
They were both 5'2". You see, a tall person in this period was 5'7".
Oh, okay.
That was what they called the big guys. They was 5'7". So he was average height.
Oh.
Most people were tiny.
Right.
When you look at when I was doing costumes, I saw we got some costumes from a dress from a woman from 1902, and she was this big.
Okay.
And she was a normal sized person for 1902.
Huh.
And so 5'2" is short for us.
Yeah.
But
So just to make sure I'm understanding, to help me feel better about myself. So this guy was a brilliant general, strategist, emperor,
yeah,
average height for his time,
yeah,
but compared to us, small penis.
yeah,
Yes, that's what we're gonna go for.
yeah,
I feel much better.
All right. Speaking of small penis, we're gonna go charge into these guys. Probably shouldn't know. Actually, there's an information. So let's go see what our
This
is the light cavalry.
how
Oh,
Yes.
nice. They shot. And they got him.
General Beaulieu has been killed on the battlefield.
Yeah, they shot him down, but now they're charging into him.
yes.
All right. So
Very
while
good.
that's happening, let's look at over here. We just charge into some people over here. Oh, they're still running at them. Oh, and he's charging after that cat. There's artillery that's over here. They're about to. These guys are about to. Yep.
Need to capture him.
This is grenadiers going after them. And there's regular infantry going after. Oh, they finished that, so I better pause and then move it in. Sorry to the audience. Normally I don't pause these games so often, but we're trying to get this as like semi-historical, and trying to be like Napoleon is quite difficult.
Yeah,
So all right, I'm gonna move up to there and move these guys up behind them, so that we make sure, because I'm trying to make this like at least close to what it would have been historically. So oh, and we just caused them to rout. So now these guys can start moving up here. And there's cavalry that we had. Where is this? Oh, okay, here we go. And I think I saw some artillery way back here. Oh no, what's that? Oh, okay. That's some of their Rensers haven't gotten across yet. So okay, so that's fine. So we'll start. Where do you want to bring? We have now this. What are they called? Dragoons. we have them now, like, not really doing anything. What do you want?
Okay, we wanna. How badly beat up are these?
Oh, they're routing now. They're basically going.
Okay,
away,
well, we need to bring them. We need to. Who's weak?
There's a city. We really don't have a weak point at this point. Here's the bridge, and we got the infantry pushing up to the bridge. Now at this point.
Okay, we need to get them into a position where they can, if they're weak enough to break across that bridge.
All right. So how about let's put them up. Let's put them back
Give
here.
them a clear,
Oh,
clear route.
There we go.
Route right there.
Make sure we can't get hit by that artillery though. All right, so we'll bring them up here. In fact, we got
you're getting them over there, but in terms of game mechanics, how do we know they're going to take an effective route?
well, they'll take the easiest, so it could be over this way.
Okay, so they're not going to haphazardly walk into trouble.
No. Or at least, well, they could if there was anybody along this path. If there isn't anybody, at least we know they won't go like way over here. And go around. Now watch them actually do that. They shouldn't, according to the game.
But you can't set you see, and sorry folks, I haven't particularly played this game, so you can't set waypoints.
Oh, you can actually. It's just at this point, because they're not in the way, I wasn't bothered.
You're not gonna bother. Okay.
Yeah, but there is, you can actually be like this, like if I want to do zigzag type of thing. But
Okay.
let's see here. So we have this artillery too. Oh yeah, we wanted to bring this artillery up here.
We make them do two circles and then
Yes. Oh, here, bring the artillery here. We also want these guys.
We want to knock down this building.
Yep.
Knock that building down and get those Austrians out.
Yeah. So these guys need to knock down that.
man, if I had a Deutschmark for every time I heard that.
All right, here we go. Bring this building down. Gorbachev, tear this building down. Ooh, we just caused them to rout.
Yeah.
And look at that, we just destroyed the building.
Yep.
Literally one thing. So next, let's ask for our red stapler.
All right, folks, I'm going to interject here. Out on YouTube is a German commercial that if you haven't seen, it's absolutely hysterical. Look for Google YouTube search German Coast Guard. You won't be disappointed.
All right. Well, meanwhile, I'm going to have these guys charge into them to stop them from getting across that bridge.
Where's their artillery?
Oh, the artillery, we had it over here. They just...
No, their artillery.
Oh, their artillery?
The one that was over here on this side of the bridge.
Oh, that's destroyed.
Okay,
some guys
destroyed.
ran up and got it.
Okay,
These
good,
guys.
good. All right, we need to route these guys here.
All right.
Get them.
There we go. So yeah, he's running after them, and they're running from the other side as well.
Making some.
Keep the pressure on.
I think they use that exact sound effect. Right?
Keep the pressure on.
Oh, we got light cavalry up here, and they got nice.
Better than my other soundtrack.
What happened to that general? Let's see what happened.
Oh, he's gone. He was basically, I can show you his body. It's like over here somewhere.
Oh, zoom
That's
in.
what happened.
Zoom in.
Alrighty.
Where is he?
Here, I'm gonna pause it so we can find him. He's in here somewhere.
He's the one with the big hat.
Oh, they all kind of have big hats though.
To compensate for,
Yeah.
His boot size. Let's see, General Horse. I don't know. He's somewhere in here.
Well, he's down.
Yeah, he's definitely down. Ooh, that guy's doing like a dance thing. He's under his horse. That guy's doing. He's like, whoa. They all have those poofy hairdos.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and keep on going here.
Okay, what's right over here on our side?
That's our side of the bridge. Infantry is running in. Look at that. They're all running.
Okay, we need to get somebody over on this side of the bridge now.
All right.
We need to get somebody over there. To
Grenadiers.
push and get these guys, the light cavalry, push these guys away from the bridge.
All right. Light cavalry is taking out their artillery, and now it's coming over here.
Good. That's good.
Run! In fact, I think we just routed them everywhere. Yep, we have routed them everywhere. We have won this battle.
Yeah.
Come
That
on,
was it.
minions! Come on, minions!
Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. We're gonna
Next up, Russia!
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good campaign.
Well, we'll see what the next battle is. Happy gaming, everybody.